Welcome back to DLC Required, a podcast where gamers talk about gaming and whatever gamers talk about. I am your host, Speaking Lion, and guess what just happened? We had, at the State of Play, a stealth drop of the Borderlands 4 gameplay trailer and a release date. Dude, I am so shockingly, I know, hype for this. We have JoltzDude coming back to join us along with Ki11erSix to talk about the trailer and a bunch of, honestly, tangent thoughts that we have because we're too excited for this game. Personally, I think it looks so dope. The movement mechanics, I think, are something that I can't stop geeking out about. But the hope I have for this game, so high. It's so high. So let's get hype and let's talk to JoltzDude, Ki11erSix, and break down that Borderlands 4 trailer that we surprisingly got as we gear up for the State of Play that they'll have in a couple of months to show us a little bit more. If you've missed it, it's September 23rd, 2025. We're a good 7 months away at the time of this recording, and I genuinely will be rabid when we have a story trailer finally drop. September 23rd. We have a date, a real date though. And how are we feeling about it?
Yay.
It's so far away.
Listen, I'm glad it's that far away. I think give them time to cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Yeah, we don't want a rushed game. We want it to be finished and ready and not a mess.
Dude,
Yeah.
my head was spinning off my body though, because when the Take-Two report got out there and people were like, it says it's end of the year, it got delayed. I'm like, no, that's just truly there's no release window they've publicly said here. And so I was so relieved that less than a week later, however long it's been, we have a date, because I could not handle if it was actually June or December or whatever, just the constant what if. Now I feel like we have a date. It's 200 something days away. And that's not that far when you think about it, but I feel like it makes me feel so much better about, is this game going to feel rushed or broken or whatever, that panic ensues when people don't actually know what's going on.
I think for me, it's just as a content creator, I'm okay, what am I going to cover for the next, 7 months or whatever?
You're going to do Allegiance runs,
Borderlands
obviously.
2.
Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Melee
I'm not
only.
really doing playthrough videos, so I'm trying to think of bigger video projects, and
Yeah,
I have,
there's just
I have
not a
4
whole
good
lot to
ideas.
cover.
Yeah.
Break down every single gun we have in the gameplay trailer and guess what it is. Make it a little show. A game show.
I think what you ought to do, Joltz, me and you should both do our own ranking every gun in the history of Borderlands video.
Oh, I'm going to get so much
Yeah.
trash if it's one tier too low, one tier too high for somebody's favorite weapon. That's why I don't do those
Yeah.
videos.
But that's
I-
the
How
joy of
did
it.
you put that at number 2? It's I don't know.
That's the beauty of those videos, Joltz, is they're wrong and you're right.
Listen, I would pay real money to see you both do it. I did it one stream once when I had to fill in at an hour and a half before I had to pick up my dog or whatever it was. And so I started half serious and then it became so just, I want to see how big of a reaction people have here. And it got so heated so fast that Dark Smoke even started DMing other people to talk about it. And they came back to me, they're like, did you just put the kitchen at C tier? I'm like, yes, I did.
Wait, you what?
I did. That's the point. It was great.
Wow.
I recommend it. I recommend it. And
It's
I think you should
clearly
do that.
D-tier. Come on now.
Obviously. Anything you have to
believing.
try to get D, F tier. Failure of a game. No, I think the weapons look really sick. I mean, I know we haven't seen a lot, but K6, you messaged earlier about the casings on the weapon that I keep seeing people talk about, but even the skins and the style and they sound more powerful. And I very well could just be trailer editing, but there's something really just Brango Burr about what we have seen, and I'm surprised we saw this much gameplay already.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked they changed the weapons up enough to be different from BL3.
What did you like about the weapons in BL3?
They
Visually-
actually killed things at the end game.
You guys are boring. What the fuck?
No, visually, they all aesthetically look different, especially for the non-uniques. Because in Borderlands 2, it's if it's not I would say blue rarity or higher, they just really look flat and boring. But BL3 really did make everything look different, and I respect that.
I just
That's
hated the
all.
charge mechanic. That was about it.
Trash. Get rid of it. Don't bring it back.
No, I hated that, but I did like the like multi-fire, like the different options, actually like not making Dolby burst SMG, things like that. Like I thought the gunplay in 3 was an improvement, but I'm very much in the minority, it sounds like here.
What, gunplay?
Yeah.
No, it's definitely improved in Borderlands 3.
I've seen a lot of shit on Twitter and Reddit, shocker, Reddit today about how BL3 was a downgrade in every way, like playability was. I'm like, I think mechanically 3 is so much
That's
fucking fun to play.
I think for me, it's just like if the gun feels slow in any way, I'm not gonna vibe with it. Like charging Malawan weapons or
The COV like slow down when they heat up.
yeah, or even like this is a hot take, but like swapping firing modes with doll, I still hate it. I think it's boring.
I don't think I ever even interact with like dull secondary firing modes.
Do you really not?
Like if I don't get one that's full auto, then I just don't bother.
You crazy bitch. I guess like with so many guns, you don't have to fuck with it. Yeah.
Like my favorites are the Breath of the Dying and the Soul Render. If you don't get those in full auto, just don't bother.
I think it's more about the gimmick of alternate fire modes happen on not even just doll, but like all the weapons.
Right.
Or maybe not all, but like a lot of weapons. And so it takes away from the whole like unique gimmick of doll having alternate fire modes and whatnot.
Right.
I just feel like doll needs something more to like not be boring.
I feel like that's just doll in general.
Like burst fire mostly though, so
yeah.
I don't know, that's just not a good gimmick in general.
I mean, I hate the Sandhawk, so I genuinely don't think there's a doll that I'm like a stan for by any means. But I get where people like it. I mean, I feel like I had way more fun with it in 3, but I still can't tell. Like, so many of these weapons do. Like, obviously, it looks like Malawan. Like, I'm looking at the red chest from the trailer. Like, it looks like Malawan, looks like doll. You go down the line. But since we're on a completely different planet, do we think it's going to be like a Wonderlands where it's its own weird mesh or weird manufacturer? Or are we somehow using what we know? Because that's what I can't figure out. Because it does look so similar.
I think they're going to keep that a Wonderlands gimmick. Or like, a spin-off gimmick, I mean.
It would make sense.
I would imagine that we're going to get some like parts from Elpis have like landed on this planet, you know?
Dude, being back on Elpis. The Oz, the little oxygen little pads, the geysers, that's a word. It was like the little trampoline of oxygen. I'm so excited. I fucking love Elpis. Give me your thoughts.
I have thoughts about oxygen. I don't like it.
In general, in real life.
Yeah, in real life.
I don't need oxygen.
Yeah, overrated.
No, but like in pre-sequel, it was like when it was announced that you're gonna have oxygen or whatever, a lot of people were like, I don't like that. But in actual gameplay, it turned out to be pretty much what we had in Borderlands 1 with the fall damage. Like, it sounds horrible, but when you play the game, like, you never die from like lack of oxygen ever or fall damage ever. Maybe when you first like start your run, but like literally 5 levels later, like you forget about it.
Yeah, but what it became was like a kind of a nuisance when it did become low or you started having lack of oxygen. It became really annoying.
Visually, like it makes your screen like fade in and out. I hated that.
Yeah, and you lose the ability to boost and stuff. So,
but some of the Oz kits slap though, and the slamming with it, like I feel like you gain so much from it. I don't know. I really have never had a problem with Oz kits.
Yeah, I guess my point is like, why add that extra mechanic that doesn't really feel like it? Like Jolt said, most of the time it's not really consequential. So why even bother, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Have a penalty, you know what I mean?
Like Borderlands 1, it's like fall damage is like a thing. And then Borderlands 2, Randy literally said, we got rid of fall damage because it's not fun. Yeah. It's like, okay, so going into Borderlands 5, maybe they're like, oxygen underwater, we got rid of that because it's not fun. I could see that happening.
Yeah. Dude, the swimming though. I am excited for whatever that is because I did not expect that.
I predicted it, but I mean, I was joking more so over, but like, I'm cool with it. I hope it's something more than just like a small little pit of water with like a couple of lootables and maybe a chest. I hope there's more like, secret area or like hidden part of the map or I don't know, something more.
This may be having
air cove under there, I don't know, something secret.
This may be having too much.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Easter egg where we have to swim through electric seaweed and defuse bombs.
I never played that game. I remember you referenced that.
I'm showing how old
I am. It's a DLC.
I'm sorry. No, I remember.
Dude,
I
that
heard
game
about it.
was
I never
like
played it.
so
Wait,
hard
laugh at
because of that one
K6 for how
section.
old he is. It's fine.
I'm
just take a break.
25 twice.
It's true. No, but like NES games were literally made by the developers and tested by the developers. They didn't have it in mind of how hard it would be for the consumers at the time.
That's actually why the Konami code exists. Did you know that?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, one of the designers, one of the developers for Contra, he wasn't very good like at video games in general, so he put in the Konami code so that he could have infinite life, so he could like keep testing even though he kept dying.
Dang.
And that's how it was born. Casuals rule the world.
Listen, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I don't think they would feature it in a gameplay trailer that's supposed to be hype if it were just like, oh, here's a random pool of water you can walk through. Congratulations. I think they know better than to, tee things up to be like, hey, what are people going to notice? Like, we're talking about Ozkids. We haven't seen confirmation of Ozkids. We've seen Elpis that we know, and we've seen the geysers, but like they could have completely revamped them and had something like that. Like, we got rid of fall damage because it wasn't fun. Cool. We got rid of the oxygen penalty. Instead, when you run over oxygen, you can jump higher, you get a little power up boost, you shoot harder for 5 seconds, like whatever it is. Like, it could be something really fucking cool. And I think all the assumptions we have from the previous games, like I keep seeing tweets about if the bar is on the ground and we're like, oh my god, we have double jumping, like how can they reinvent the game and make it feel still Borderlands but feel like the next evolution of that? I think things like that are exactly what we're gonna see. Like the mechanics and items we do know have to change and morph how we use them, which is why I don't think we're really going to be focused on pearls and stuff like that. And it's going to be more, how do we make what we have operate better and more fun and probably longer? But like I think the trade-off comes from less, this is completely talking on my ass, but like less of this gun is overcharging and it's going to burn, or you have to have the charge mechanic to use this, and more very situational guns where you can't just really lean on one the whole gameplay.
Yeah.
You lost me when you said you don't think that we're gonna get pearls, basically.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I'm like,
I know, I felt both of you just like a dog, just like look.
Yeah, like,
I said
she doesn't want pearls.
I said the tree word. I would like pearls. I just realistically think that it's probably going to be a later thing. I feel like we want pearls based on the fact that like I'm speaking for a lot of things. I want pearls based on the fact that we're missing it from 3 and that chase of something of a higher rarity, and then you're not chasing like these perfect parts in the same kind of unforgiving grind of 2, and it just so mechanically loses something that makes my brain like want to latch on and go for it, and that's why I miss pearls. I don't actually miss what the pearls did. And so I would rather like that chase come from like within the game, and maybe it's just not how we see pearls what it is, but like I could see rarities coming in like DLCs and doing things like that rather than just all at once out of the gate, here's everything, because I feel like we could still be disappointed because pearls kind of suck. Like pearls suck.
Well, see, that was because pearls came in late in Borderlands 2, so they got balanced poorly. So that's again why I don't think they should come in late. I think that should be something that's thought about right out the gate, make them balanced, make them hard to get, make them very, very hard to get, make them worth getting, and just know that you got to constantly keep the game balanced if you're going to increase levels. Because if you're going to add, OP8 and then later add OP10 and not bother to accurately balance your game, that's a problem.
I mean, the balance issues, for sure.
Especially it's a problem if, like, the highest rarity stuff, the Seraphs, the Pearls, and the Legendaries, are outshined by 2 mission reward blue items from DLC 1. That's a problem.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Do not get me started on the DLC weapons in 2. I can't. Oh, my God.
Power creep. It exists in all the games.
Yeah.
It's really bad in 2, though. Like, it's really fucking bad in 2.
What I find weird is like the Lady Fist in BL2. It had 400% credit release, and for some reason they doubled it. Like I wish I knew the.
It's for people like me. They went in there like, hey, I think people who are bad at the game but really like this gun deserve a little treat. Then they gave me that. Just
the same with the Hellwalker is like, all right, so this is a pretty good shotgun, and then they're like, well, let's make it stupid.
And then they nerf a conference call and it makes my heart break, but it's fine.
They didn't nerf it. They nerfed
They
B
nerfed
shield
the
interaction.
stack.
Extra pellet.
It
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah.
It counts as a nerf when people use it for that. It's what it is.
Yeah.
And
Even
that
though
may
I'm
be
all
my
for
Overwatch
balance,
popping off, but
even though I'm all for balance, like I still feel as it does kind of feel like it sucks when they nerf something, even if it's for the right reason. Like I just hope they get the balance done right out the door.
That would be nice.
Like if they
Probably
haven't done it,
impossible though.
true. The issue is I feel like a lot of stuff gets balanced around base max level, and then yeah, like you said, later on it just starts dropping off and showing off really bad. I really hope this time around if they plan, I don't know, releasing out the gate level 50, have release, and then later give us level, I don't know, 72. Like have everything tested at 72 maximum difficulty and make sure it works. And then trickle out the release for whatever you need to release.
Yeah, and I don't know like how they find playtesters. I don't know if it's just like, are you good at video games? Come playtest, or if they're like, are you good at Borderlands games? Come playtest.
Yeah.
Because you need people that understand Borderlands games to playtest your games. Because if you're just bringing in random people that are like, oh, I'm really good at Fortnite, they're not gonna find like these crazy interactions that like JoltzDude found on like day one of playing Flak in Borderlands 3. You know what I mean?
Dude, I still remember that. It's like
Yeah,
I showed Torg Stickies.
Joltz
I'm like,
he found the Torg Stickies, and I was like, oh my god! And we just started going crazy with them. Every time we found a Torg shotgun, we kept finding better ones. And then I remember Scott Pitlick from 2K walked in the room, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "Oh, nothing."
I think
breaking
I
your
showed him,
game.
and I was laughing, and he was just like, "Oh, he's having fun," but I don't think he realized, like, dude, I just found a really broken interaction. Which
We weren't about
technically
to
they
call
did
it.
kind of nerf. What is that skill called? Leave no trace. They put a cooldown on it,
Yeah.
but it still didn't stop the interaction.
No.
I just
Especially
love this
once we combined it with the
conversation
Unforgiven.
because how many people I hear like claim you two are like the playtesters and have been playing this for months. So there's
I will
gonna
play test
inevitably,
for free.
literally,
Yeah, that's
please.
what I've always said that. I've said I will fly out on my dime.
Yeah, I will
and
pay to play
the
test.
game, and I will give you detailed notes about everything that I find.
I think they know
No
you have no
charge.
problem giving detailed
No
notes.
fucking charge.
You and your
I think the
Twitter
issue-
threads.
I think the issue is like we have like a bajillion guns and then a bunch of skill points. Like, how do you
Yeah.
realistically test every interaction?
Right.
That's got to be tough.
Yeah, that's something you need like 100 playtesters over the course of a month. And even
Definitely,
then,
I feel
there's gonna be some that
more.
fall cracks.
Because like with the way they expanded the skill trees in 3, like if we take TPS in 2, like yeah, I feel like eventually you can mathematically like figure out a lot of the stuff. I'm so overwhelmed by the sheer amount of ways you can build your skill tree in 3 that I imagine there's still plenty of interactions that somehow we haven't found.
Yeah, I recently found something on Borderlands 3 that I'm not sure that anybody else has never found it, but like
Wait.
it was one of the anointments.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I can't remember which anointment it was. It was like one of the ones that nobody ever uses, but basically when you trigger it, it just stays forever.
Hell yeah.
Huh.
That sounds
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Moonbase Tom found that if you shoot the lob, enemies don't recognize the projectile being a bullet, so they don't try to dodge it all.
That's hilarious.
I was like, that's pretty cool, clever.
I
I
just
never
love where we
realized,
come
like,
from.
but it makes sense.
We
I mean,
come from
Joltz
such a
found
broken
something
game.
new in Borderlands 2 just recently. That's how complex these games are. It's literally impossible to find everything at launch or before launch,
Yeah.
But
I-
ideally,
Ideally,
they'll find
we
as
have
much
a
as
perfect
possible.
game and everything at launch that we want all of the time.
Yeah.
No, I do think if pearls come later, or not even pearls, but if something like pearls came later, and
Like
not
pearls.
not in a fight for sanctuary way, shut the fuck up, not in a fight for sanctuary way, but just hey, here's a higher rarity that we have later. I think there's no way, shape, or form they haven't already heard the community loud and clear, heard the reporters, like they know people are talking about this. So I don't think this is like an afterthought of, oh, we didn't think about pearls. Like I think if they come later, it's because they aren't ready yet and they will come later, or there's a reason in the gameplay we don't. Like I have to trust that that's a calculated decision and not just like, well, we know better. You guys don't actually want pearls. It's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like but maybe that's me having a lot of faith in a company to do not company things, but I genuinely have faith that the people who are making the game mechanically, like the gunplay and the gameplay loop in general, like playing this game and will know that we want that. And I don't know what the magic is to balance that at like post launch, because you don't know how many hotfixes the game would have and what you do need to balance realistically. But maybe that will make the guns more viable because they actually would have been able to like release this to the masses and know exactly what we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the issue is a lot of people who want pearls, and I echo the mindset, is like, if you didn't experience them in Borderlands 1, then you probably don't care about pearls. You just had to be there to know. It's just like
you're a hipster about Borderlands.
It really
1.
is like that. Like you had to like farm crawl. Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's like interesting. And then the echo sentiment of like, pearls are bad and BL2, so they shouldn't return. It's like, but what if they're good? What if they make them good? It's like that's the mindset I want.
Yeah, what I've always said is, imagine if Borderlands 2 had the same like balancing as Borderlands 3, pearls would be good.
Yeah.
The pearls they would be fun.
Yeah, but the balancing of BL2 is, garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's really weird though is the balancing at level 80 now in Borderlands 2 feels really good to me.
After just
OP levels, anything in
through.
OP levels, it just feels like I'm clocking into a job that I didn't want.
It's a boring grind.
It really is. It's just so much swapping weapons and holding a grog nozzle and throwing a chain lightning, and
I just hate the grog nozzle.
Everybody has
so
to play
much.
it the exact same way, and it's like, I don't like it.
I hate the grog nozzle.
I don't.
It just enrages me. No, I mean, they fixed a lot of the balance in TPS. TPS just didn't get, the love it needed because the studio shut down, but like the actual in-game and gear acquisition is impossible. But I feel like a lot of the balance issues I had in 2 just base-wise were corrected a lot in TPS. So I have to assume they're going to learn the same from 3 and like crank up difficulty here and, change it around some, because I do very much believe in the, this could be a lot of people's first game theory. Like when you're making a game, you have to like make it baseline accessible to let people into the franchise for the first time and not be like, no, go back to BL1, go back to BL2, earn your right to play BL4 and learn how this game works. Like you have to be able to have engaging gameplay like that. But then people like you guys, who I am removing myself from here because, why not? But like who have 10,000 hours in the game, like you have to have an ability to let people do that if that's the type of looter shooter you're doing. And it is like there's nothing really else like that on the market. So they could just get away with doing the same thing they've been doing, but I don't think they want to. Like everything about the trailer does feel like an elevation from what we've seen. But that could be me just wanting to be positive. But I mean it. Shut the fuck. Listen, you want to make a bet? I'll make a bet.
What, that there will or won't be?
I will bet that there won't be at launch, but it'll come later. Yeah.
I will not take that bet because I don't have faith that Randy is listening to me.
Borderlands 1, it came in as a DLC later on to Pearls. Borderlands 2, DLC later on for the Pearls. So what if they're following the same like pattern? I don't know. But actually, make them good. Like, because they haven't like shown anything shiny Pearl related yet, like maybe it's at launch, I don't know. Or maybe it's going to be DLC, or maybe it's not going to happen at all. Or maybe they bring them back, but they don't call them Pearls. They make them like, I don't know, Red Rarity or something. Just something different for the sake of being different. I hope they bring them back in some form, but we just need to have our chase size and weapon combination parts.
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all are disgusting with these playtimes.
Hey, Moby has like over 12k or something, I forget.
Dude, yeah. I was having drinks
this game on. He's AFK all the time. Come on now.
I was having drinks with Moby like last year, whenever it was before his wedding, and we were talking, like my girlfriend was there, and we were talking about the hunt, I think, of BL3, and my girlfriend was like, yeah, I have like 500 hours in Borderlands 3, and he goes, wait, I thought you said you don't farm in Borderlands. And she goes, I don't. And he goes, then what do you do in Borderlands 3? She goes, I just played the story. And he looked like he was shot. Like it was truly like, how do you have that many hours just story playthrough? We're like, well, if you're not doing anything else. I'm like, well, now you understand why she doesn't have more, but now you get, like, when she says she's a story person, like that's a story person. So fucking funny. He was literally
Like a fucking
horrified.
unicorn to me. I don't understand that.
I love
Like
it.
I know I'm old and I'm part of this generation that grew up on like Atari and NES.
Take a shot every
And
time
there
K6
just
mentions he's
wasn't-
old in this podcast.
Yeah, you're gonna die. There just wasn't story in those old games. Like the story was the princesses in another castle. You know, it's like I don't
That's
know.
still a story.
I get that stories have evolved and people want stories, but like that shouldn't be like the main focus for like a Borderlands game.
See, this is when you guys block me for saying I don't want pearls. This is where I like dox you. Like I can tell you're talking to a writer right now. Absolutely not.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I'm all for it having a story, but for people to be like, that's the main reason to play Borderlands, I don't get that.
I think
Yeah, I mean, I don't play BL1 for the story. I play it for the
BL1
gameplay.
doesn't have a story,
But-
Joltz.
I know, exactly. But I'm saying, but the pacing is the main important part.
Yeah, actually, I fully 100% agree with Joltz on this. Pacing is what killed Borderlands 3.
Yeah, pacing's a
86.
massive deal. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm in the minority. I like Eden 6 because it has so many cool skips and whatnot.
I think the
Really?
map is really fucking cool. I just think it's an
good.
unfortunate part of the game where you're just so stacked between go to this area, kill everyone, go to this area,
Yeah.
talk to the kill everyone.
Yeah.
Like it's just so repetitive loop at that
That's what it
point.
is.
Yeah.
And the
You have to
driving.
go back to Hammerlock, like
Dude,
5
Carnivora
times.
and the driving. I want to die. Oh God, please. I'm glad we have like the spawn cars and 4 that we see, but like I genuinely, if we never had a car mission again in these games, I would die happy.
Same.
We were talking about that today on stream, like car combat. I don't care how many cool customizations or whatever. If you give us a tanky car that, does more damage, I don't care. I'm taking the fastest car.
I'm taking the
That's
little
literally the
motorcycle.
gameplay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
whatever is most like a little tiny motorcycle or Vespa. I'm gonna take that and run.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like Borderlands 1, we take the paperweight car because it's the fastest. Borderlands 2, we take the bandit barrel technical, whatever you call it, because it's the fastest. Borderlands 3, even though we have all these cool customizations, we still all default to the Cyclone
Yeah.
because it's the fastest. It's like I respect they're trying to push like car combat and car like stuff, but like I feel like nobody cares.
I think there are definitely people out there who like that's like so much of what they love in games, but it's the same with like crafting mechanics and stuff. Like when I play Far Cry, I never craft shit. Like it's never my type of gameplay to do that, but some people are like so about it. And if you're like that with cars and Borderlands, more power to you. But I genuinely would rather like pull teeth than have to do like the Marcus timed car mission in 2 ever again in my life. It sucks. It sucks so bad. And I don't know. Like I even in Cyberpunk and stuff where the cars are such like a real life like chase, you want this, you want to buy the nice car, you want to do this, and it feels good to drive. I know I just get motion sick as I get older, so there's that. But they're not engaging to me. And like I grew up with racing games, and so I don't understand why that's such a disconnect, but it's so jarring for me from the actual grind of Borderlands. It doesn't feel like Borderlands to me.
I think it literally would take like giving cars a whole entire like skill tree or something to make it worth it for me.
Or like perks even, like, yeah.
Because as soon as anybody jumps in the car, any Vault Hunter, they all play the same.
My favorite thing about cars though is in co-op if I can just catch a ride. Like if I can be a passenger princess, great. Don't make me read this map. Then cars can stay.
My favorite part about cars is when me and Joltz are playing together and he starts lagging and he
I'm
drives off
lagging.
of a cliff.
I saw that coming. Dude, I'm lagging.
Great moments in gaming history right there.
So old.
It's funny because like even today, like in my chat, people know the reference. I'm like, that was such a great moment.
I feel like you both have a lot of moments like that are like this is a moment in gaming history trademark. That is just what people bring up when they talk about y'all.
World drop B shield.
World
Yeah.
drop B, man.
Yeah,
The
it's a
gun.
good
What
one.
was your craziest world drop B, Joltz?
We got a Malone parted like alkaline or inflammable B at the beatdown in the chest for Gage.
Wow.
And I was like,
Damn.
holy crap, I needed this.
That's pretty good. I was on Gage as well, and I was doing the Scarlet DLC, and I had literally, even in like the clip, I had said, we need to go farm a new B shield pretty soon. I kill a random enemy going down the hill to like travel into another map, and the enemy drops a B shield. World drop
That's
B.
crazy.
baby.
See, mine's not even cool. Mine's not even useful. It's like, again, so story, so niche. But I had just been ranting. I like pulled up a picture of the conference call that Jack has in his office in Tales because I'm like, it's not a pure Hyperion. Like, and that's what drives me insane because even if it's not the best version, like, wouldn't he have a fully Hyperion shotgun in his Hyperion office? But I'm like going over the parts because I was making a replica of it for cosplay shit. And then later that stream, the exact same parts of the conference call in his office dropped, like summoned. And I was like, I am a god. I am Jack. This is where we're at. So not remotely useful talent, not saving my neck at all, but it was just a hell yeah, I can summon this.
She's a wizard.
I am for handsome Jack and only handsome Jack apparently.
We've been doing One Life Zero on stream. We hit OP10 today, so yes, first time. Happy.
I restarted my One Life, so you know. That's where we're at.
That's right. You're doing the Hyperion gauge. I'm sorry.
It's the worst. Wow. It's fine. I finally rebound my reload key because I was too stubborn to do it because I was like, no, I don't want to mess it up for everything else. And it's fine. I can just like discipline not do it. And then I fucked up in Control Core Angel and accidentally reloaded and died. And I was like, okay, lesson learned. And now I'm now too stubborn to be patient with it again. So I keep dying. It's great.
But we were doing the One Life Zero and on the way to bunker for UVHM. You notice like 2 turrets outside the door?
The bitching.
They have to like destroy it before the door to open.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I killed the right one with melee, and then I was killing the left one, and I was like, what's that over there? Did I drop that? And it was a pearl. It was a saw bar. And I'm like, my God. Wait, what the heck? These guys can drop loot? I've never seen them drop loot or notice.
There's no way they came from that. That's crazy. I've never noticed them dropping loot, and I've fought them way too many times.
Like, considering they're a trash enemy to where they don't drop much loot, so the wool drop chance is extremely low on those guys. Like, if you kill an ulti surveyor or whatever, they drop, like, almost guaranteed loot every time. So your chance for a wool drop's way higher. I shouldn't say way higher, but better. So the fact that's probably my most rare, like, find ever from a wool drop.
And was it OP8 or OP9?
It dropped on level. It was level 80.
What?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I was
That is a wizard. That is a wizard.
And then I never used it and I sold it for money.
Hell yeah, baby. See, because that's what you do with pearls. You just sell them.
I didn't have any use for it because I was going into the OP levels.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're not viable and they don't need to... Oh, God, it's fine.
No,
it's
they
fine.
are.
Maybe I do need a drink.
Everything endgame's like commercial week, so I had like a fire weapon that was like not usable for anything.
We should talk about my One Life playthrough that just ended.
What happened? Tell us.
Oh, did that happen? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I remember you tweeting about it, but I don't know what actually happened.
Yeah, my Zane had a plasma coil, and we're in normal mode still yet. I decided I was going to farm a Hellwalker that I didn't need, and, well, I traded places with my clone, shot a Skag with the radiation version of the plasma coil, and the Skag bum rushed me, exploded, and then I died to my own radiation.
It does sound damage.
Oh, yeah.
It does. Oh,
yeah, because it's splash. You'll take. I had duct tape mod on, but that doesn't help versus the splash damage.
I see what happened.
Yeah, so I died.
Sorry.
I laughed at the amount of times I killed myself with the nades.
No, the thing that you just now posted in here.
No, it's somebody sent me a clip of like playing. Sorry, my voice died. Playing Zane, and they were at like Carnivora or something, and they teleported back to their clone, but their clone like pushed them through the floor and they died. I've never seen that.
That's amazing.
I love this broken game. It's so
One's
good.
like, no, get back down there.
I don't get that lucky. I used all my luck on the sham and I've never gotten lucky again. That's a lie. I got a Cobra pretty chill, but it was like fucking level 50 or something.
Now you were farming the sham, right? You didn't get it like story kill, right?
No, I didn't get story kill. It was just first drop farm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it ruined my goal. Bunker is like a comfort farm for me, and I was like, cool. I'm like setting up the PC, moving on PlayStation. I'm gonna just start a thing that I can just do every so often, and it'll be like filler content, and it's fun and whatever. And then I get on the first drop, I'm like, well, what the fuck am I doing now? Like it ruined my plan.
I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah. Like if you're banking on something, yeah.
Like the Nemesis Invader, Whammer got that, and then he's just like, what do I do now? Well, and then Josh, he's been grinding for it too, and he finally got it. Second guy to get it live. And then he's just like, oh, I got it. I wasn't expecting that. What do I do now? It's like, there's a lot more to farm, but like, that was your ultimate goal. And it's like, it's kind of sad that it come to an end almost.
Yeah, it's like anticlimactic. Like so many people commented on like the little like 1 minute video I made of it on YouTube when it happened, and people were like, "This is the calmest shame drop I've ever seen. This is fake." I'm like, no, I just was in shock. It's like, what do I do now? I've been streaming for 20 minutes. Like I crashed my game. Cool. And that's how the Cobra was.
Give me a long sound.
Apparently. But like no, it was literally the Cobra. I like had spent one stream farming and I was like, okay, cool. It was like only like a 3-hour stream. And but it was like, this is my thing. And then I was 15 minutes into a stream the next time I did it and it dropped. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll do like a loyalty run now. Like I have no plans now. But then we complain because then drops are crazy. So
there's so much to do.
I feel like we'll get the character trailers probably like, I'm guessing pre-PAX East, like whenever they're doing their, if they haven't done it by the showcase, I think they said April was their, unless I'm pulling that out of thin air, but the state of play they're doing for it. I bet we'll get character trailers by then. Yeah, like, but since PAX East is delayed this year to May, and then that gives them PAX East and PAX West and Gamescom technically if they want to do different reveal stuff, because PAX West is always Labor Day. And then East now is in May. And so I bet we'll see 2 like bigger showcases there. But if they're doing like a no audience state of play thing, I feel like we have to get a story trailer, probably PAX East, and we'll probably get character trailers in April or whenever they do that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't it be kind of weird if the girl that we're talking about is Katagawa, but she's black? Like,
the Katagawa reincarnated. Go forth. It was his body double. Dude, okay. Did you see my little Did you? I don't think that was a tangent. That was a sentence. That was a full sentence. That is an insult.
Yeah, you guys had already shifted topics, and my brain was still working on that
one. No, you're good.
You can shift topics back all you want. This is an ADHD life, baby. We respect it.
I definitely went full ADHD right there. My brain like stopped for a minute, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta look this chick up."
No, I'm sending you a thing. I posted earlier because I was not working when I should have been working, and I just had this like thing form in my brain, but I could be psycho. But look at this. The blend of that new orange element and the iridium do make the colors of this new Siren chick's like aesthetic.
Maybe.
And like with the vials on her wrist and things like that, like this is completely something that this can be like, no, like you're an idiot. But like with the vials, and like I saw someone talking about how she doesn't have tattoos in some of the gameplay we are seeing. That's how I feel. The base of the tweet. That's how I feel. But no, I was thinking, I'm like, what colors do orange and purple make? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm onto something. So I have no idea what theory it is. I'm like, she could be,
Your theory is she drinks both some orange stuff and some pink stuff, and she poops out purple stuff.
My theory is she just, double fist Gatorade and we see what happens. No, there's something in my brain that's like, okay, well, like if sirens are based in like this, interaction with iridium and things like that, or is it a manufactured siren? But like if we see her like voring and doing whatever badass shit she's doing in the trailer that look way more graphic than we're used to, I'm like, with how much Randy's been tweeting about this new orange substance and how like sinister, more powerful it is, I could see that being augmented and giving her those like juiced up powers. But this could be totally insane and not a thing and just color theory. But I was genuinely writing an email for my little corporate job and stopped and went, what color do purple and orange make? And then went to Canva.
What did he call it again? It was Ordinite? No.
Yeah, like Ordinite. I have no idea how you say it, but yeah.
It's like the word order, but they cut the R off and added,
what he was describing was her color scheme right there. That's Ordinite. Orange into pink into purple. Ordinite.
Oh my goodness. It all connects.
Listen, y'all anti-story bitches can think I'm crazy. There's something to this, and there's a mechanic here, and I'm like, okay.
Hey, and everybody's gonna be right, and we're all just like, laughing at ourselves.
Listen, there's going to be so many weird niche Borderlands things that I'm right about for no reason at all. And like Borderlands 6 that I will have been sounding like a crazy person yelling. And it's going to be like one offhand comment someone makes in the background and an echo about Jack. And I'm going to be like, I told you guys he can cook. It is canon now. Like done. That's the kind of shit I'm going to be right about. But maybe this one. I'd put money on this one.
I mean,
I don't know what it is.
We don't know.
I don't even know what it is, but I put money on it. That's about where I'm at with all the characters. So I do really like all these action skills. Like I can't quite piece together what they are, but I'm probably doing my normal stick with Siren stuff, but I really like that we got to see like the momentum from the grapple mechanics at the very least. Like it does look kind of the filler for rocket launching and see things like that, where the movement is making me very excited.
Same.
I'm looking forward to it. Fast pace, I'm all for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say I saw a comment earlier from somebody saying that it looked like it was too fast, and I'm thinking, why would you want to go slow? You know?
Yeah. Hold the Bane. This is my gameplay.
Fuck no.
No, but you were
The
talking about
Bane
it today.
stays on during sex.
Like they showed the whole, hey, you can grapple, hey, you can double jump, hey, you can dash and all this stuff. But what if it's like early game, you just have default movement and you don't unlock this stuff until like halfway through the story? Like, I don't know, you beat the vault monster, go into vault and get the grappling hook or something.
Mhm.
I
I'd
hope
say
not.
That would be
Yeah,
cool
hope not too.
in a concept, but yeah, the moment you go to replay the game or have to reload, like no, people would lose their mind at the force pacing of it.
Yeah,
Epic,
I think that,
Mega Mod.
I still say that's one of the worst things that they did in Borderlands 3 was locking the Iridium slab riding behind, like completing a vault later in the game, because so many people
Yeah.
just never even read those things.
You say that, but you just went on a whole story doesn't matter thing.
It doesn't matter to me, but to the
So
people
then-
that always bitch and moan and cry about it, like they
The
could
people
have
who
had it,
bitch and
then
moan
I
and
wouldn't
cry
have had to
about
hear
it
so
aren't
much.
real people. They don't matter.
No, they're not.
I think
They're not
the
real.
main point there is like, don't tie in important main story stuff to side stuff, like echo logs
Exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like for example, there was something. What was it? You were talking about it today. Crap. There was some side thing that happened, and we were like, oh, if you didn't know about this, then you wouldn't know about this in the main story. Oh, Scooter dying.
Oh.
Scooter dying in
Yeah.
Old Tales. It's like
Yeah.
so many people did not know he was dead. Even after the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, I still had comments about like, wait, Scooter's dead? It's like, yeah, because they put it in a spinoff. So many people don't know about that.
Well, just think about how many people have never played the original Tales game and have never played the pre-sequel, because both of those are
God,
like
I'm gonna
spin-off,
cry.
and they're gonna be like, "What? Who's Nakayama? What's Handsome Jack's like AI thing? I don't understand any of this stuff."
I'm dragging Epic into this call if we're gonna sit here and say that TPS isn't a mainline game. Get fucked. No, TPS exists in this main. Oh god.
Does it have a number? Is there a number in the
Why
title?
is
I
a
can't
number
remember.
that? Oh god, I fucking hate you.
Technically, it's not mainline,
I'm
but-
driving to your house.
See you in a week.
Yeah, see you in a week. Gas prices are gonna stop me halfway there, but I'm gonna try, baby.
Buy some eggs on the way.
Yeah, if I find eggs, I'll let you know. I'll just stock them up.
I stopped buying eggs. I've been doing protein powder.
I'm about to have to. I literally keep going to be like, I'm gonna make a grocery cart, and then I'm like, oh, they're either $19 and out of stock or out of stock. Love my options.
Yeesh.
Oh my god, LA man. No, I feel like
So-
Scooter dying is inconsequential to people if they didn't play the other game, so it shouldn't matter if they didn't play it. What were you gonna say?
You know the spinny sword guy? You know the Vault Hunter guy?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Sword Boy.
I think his whole entire gimmick is having doubles of everything. For example, you saw the double sword thing in the other trailer, right?
Mhm.
Right here, he does double guns. He's holding
Yeah.
a gun. And then later on, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, he does the double TD or throw reload.
There's something else that nobody caught, but that is one of
Oh.
them too. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, yeah, double TD or throw. He doubled that when he threw it. Same guy, you could tell by the
Yeah.
tire, the arm. And then where's that scene at? Oh, here, double rockets per shot.
Oh.
Oh,
doubling
sick.
projectiles. And then right here, they cut it off, but look in the background as soon as the thing starts.
Yeah,
Two
he'd already
grenades in the
shot.
background. Two grenades going off at the exact same time.
Oh, that's
Double
sick.
grenade throw. I think he's a double guy.
Okay, could be interesting.
I could fuck with that.
So what else
I
can he
saw
double?
in your video you said that you thought that he hit that guy with radiation, but I thought it looked like lava.
Lava?
Yeah, right here, that dude right there.
Ooh.
It's
The
kind
way
of bright,
that
though.
the way that it falls to the floor, like wet. For me, like the radiation always just kind of like vapored, right?
I bet it's gonna be the
Yeah.
the ordinite like element kind of thing because
Oh.
it has that orange
Yeah, it's got that
hue.
purple, Orange, yeah.
Yeah.
Double barrel,
Uh,
double, quadruple.
It would make
that.
sense if he's the gadget guy to be able to double everything, like to be able to clone everything we're seeing, especially if Zane's also in here somewhere. Like we're clearly looking into Destruct stuff. I think that's really cool, and that would sway me to. He may be my second playthrough. I can't not play a Siren, I think, first because it's so unique to Borderlands. But I really want to see more of Tanky Boy. Like he looks like someone that could be a lot of fun to play, as long as it's not like a companion like character, because I feel like a flat kind of thing never vibes with me the same way. And I have friends who absolutely will only main that kind of character, but like there's something that I feel like I'm really gonna like about his play style based on the movements that I'm seeing. But again, extrapolating from a minute.
We were speculating like the speedrun stuff, and like we saw the punch dash. I'm like, ooh, that looks like Tech right there. He could be the speedrun guy. And like we've been like theorizing about that, but yeah, the Siren summoning that demon version of herself. If that is like a pet thing, when it comes to pets, I can't stand it in a franchise. If they move around, they just like cannot handle pathfinding, and I don't trust it.
They just get confused.
I'm still, when I died in my one life, it's because Deathtrap turned around and instead of doing anything, tried to refill my shields while I was down. And so things like that, I feel like we could, improve upon. But I would like the idea of something like that. I don't mind it in TPS. Like I think Jack's doubles do well.
Yeah, they don't move.
Yeah, but they do well enough. And I like that you can do more of them. And so if it is a pet like mechanic, I like that it would be a version of her in that way. If that is what we're seeing. If it's summoning like a demon, go do your evil shit Siren, that sounds badass to me.
It looks cool.
But yeah, mechanically, then would it be a hindrance at that point? But I just want to see what this. I keep saying War Girl, but literally, I'm frozen at like 3 minutes into your video, whatever it is. But where she is basically exploding that guy, and it does feel very much more like Borderlands 1 style gore with that. But it's so intense, and I could be wrong, but I feel like just her. We really see that kind of gore from in this like first person point of view in the trailer.
I think we saw it multiple.
I think we see like the explosions of people getting shot, but like this kind of like stripped down to skeleton thing. I like everything in general looks bloody, but like this kind of movement looks like something action skilly.
Yeah. I think that one thing that people don't connect to is they're definitely using a high level character one-shotting like level 5 enemies in this trailer.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
I mean, it makes sense. They don't want to fall in a fight for your life and ruin the shot and stuff. But yeah, we're probably not going to have that gore every single kill. You probably have to do some crazy overkill damage to achieve that.
I vibe.
But yeah, I think it's just, they're obviously way over leveled and doing it for the trailer.
I do think it's interesting though that we're seeing this much gore after so many complaints of the movie where like there's like no gore at all. And it was such a hot button in the fandom because like, yeah, they've had to have been doing this for a while. Like this wasn't just like, oh, we saw a reaction in the movie. Now we have more gore. But like for it to be such a point in this trailer is, I think, really interesting.
I think it's funny because like I get a lot of comments about like, Joltz, you're this like wholesome little guy, but yet you talk about how much you love gore. It's like, dude, I think it's sick, man. It's like I don't like extreme gore, but I mean like gameplay wise, I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just on someone calling you wholesome is a choice word. But
well, I mean, like on my channel, I don't cuss and stuff.
No,
like,
you're family friendly.
I love the gore, dude. Doom gore. I try to be.
I think you pass. Definitely more than me and K6 do.
Well, it's more of a YouTube, striking your channel for anything like that. So I just kind of adjusted over time. My old videos, I cuss all the time. Dude, Overwatch, K6,
Dude, don't. Overwatch brings... People keep telling me to stream Overwatch, and I'm like, I can't. The person that comes out of me when I'm playing Overwatch should not be on the internet. Like, I can't. Oh, my God.
I can't do it anymore.
Speaking of gore, I got hit with limited monetization on the newest video.
Because of the gore?
Yeah, I'm guessing because of the gore. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't think anything else was.
That is wild.
Not me yet. Maybe soon.
They clearly like Joltz better than you.
Or no ad revenue due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers.
That sucks. I wonder if that's going to be a big deal, like when we actually play the game. Like, hey, play the video, and then, demonetized. Like, but
I'm guessing they'll have the censored mode, but then like, where's the fun in that? Yeah.
Who knew? But I did the request review, but you know how that goes.
I think it's wild.
Yep.
There's so much worse on YouTube.
It actually, I went into the thing and it says violence situation showing hurt, damage, or injury.
It is not real.
Yeah.
It is a video game.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so how do we trick the system?
Let's see. Okay, it says graphic game violence in the thumbnail or in the first 7 seconds of the video.
What?
I'm gonna go look here for some.
Hold
The
on, did I
thumbnail,
have it?
yes. The thumbnail, you both put some gore out there, but like, you know.
Let me see. 5. Yeah. At second 4 in my video. Boom.
Oh.
Blood explosion.
I'm gonna see if Joltz has some in his.
No, I started at the chest and talked about that.
Of course you did. Safe little man.
I got lucky. I didn't know.
Well, now we know for the next one.
Epic, make a mod to make the blood blue.
We gotta bring back the
There you go.
old channel intros, machinima style.
Welcome back to
Oh
some more.
no.
Yeah.
They never partnered me. I went with what were they called? Yoush. They were called Yoush.
Youch. Sounds like
Youch.
a stubbed your toe.
They weren't around for long, but I mean it's all I could find as a content creator. It's like somebody bring me in, come on.
It was so dumb that we had to do it that way, you know?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you need our intro at the beginning if you want to like partner with us or whatever.
It was so stupid.
Yeah, I
It
don't
was.
miss those days.
The COD days. The
I
me
still
cussing
can't
every
imagine.
video day.
I can't imagine both of you in your little like PvP drama days. I can't. Like they're two
It's so
different
silly.
humans.
Dude, I was not a pleasant person to play with.
Nah, we both weren't.
Would you do it for charity?
Switch to K6. It's like, come on, man. It's like you switch to tank, and
was
it's like,
the
hey, you want to play
worst.
again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Me
Like, all right, I'll be back on tomorrow
losing
night.
a whole day of my life sitting here grinding Overwatch for no reason and going, God, I fucking hate this game. Okay, well, I'll get up at 10 in the morning and I can start. Like, I just will plan to do it again.
It's so weird
It
that we
was
do that.
so fun until it wasn't.
Yeah, like when you have those winning matches, you just like
Yeah.
love it. But then when you hate it, you're just like angry and mad. And it's like, all right, I'm done for today. I'm never playing this game again until tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
like, bruh.
Until later that day, I cool off, I get food, and I'm less angry. I'm like, okay, I can do it now. It's why I don't gamble. It's the I will die getting back to even. So if I'm playing a competitive game like that, I'm gonna keep grinding, be like, okay, no, I deranked, but it's fine. I can get back because it was just like one game. And so if I win one game, it'll be fine. And then okay, well now it's just 2 games, and I won that one, and it's a never-ending cycle. Which is partly why anytime people talk about leaderboards and Borderlands, I'm like, don't do that to me.
You're just gonna hack it anyways.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They did it for COD. It's like my 0-second completion. It's like you can't do that, huh?
I would
Yeah.
love to see like alternate game mode options in the next game. Like
Yeah,
a hunt
same.
game mode, you know, something like that, where like literally you have to find every dedicated drop in the game before you
Yep.
complete, you know, the playthrough.
Like a
I think we
built-in
both
hunt.
talked about that. It would be cool
Yeah.
to have like, you know, built-in Malawan allegiance or TD or
Mhm.
shotguns only, whatever. And
Yeah,
if
where
you
you
beat
just
it, you
get
get like a reward at the end, like a, you know, Malawan trinket or something for your gun. Just something simple, something cool,
A
cosmetic.
special skin, yeah, that is, you know, you only get this head if you beat this at this, like this permadeath or this whatever you're doing, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That could be
Like
cool.
imagine if they did like some gearless challenge for beating maximum difficulty, like it's almost impossible, but like, you know, somebody someday gets that trinket. It's like, dude, what the heck?
I think it'd be super cool. I
Although-
just don't trust people to not bitch about the balancing of it the whole time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Or, you know, people are just gonna hack in all the trinkets unlocked or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna give the trinkets into the game.
Yep. Hey,
I
I did
know
it
a lot
for
of
Borderlands
people-
2 because I didn't like looking at skins every 2 seconds to see if I unlocked it or not. I'm like, all right, let's just unlock them all and then not
Some
have
of
to worry
them
about it
took
anymore.
for fucking ever for no reason.
Yeah.
Some are astronomically rare.
Oh, the community. Community. Why can't I say that?
Mhm.
Community day. It's so much articulation for me. Community day heads and skins are like very, very stupidly like rare.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
where's that?
still need the TPS ones, and it drives me fucking insane that I don't have them. Like the holiday, like dropped once they have, because I've yet to find a working Gib code. I'm like, we give so much shit and we can't figure this out. Like, it's give it back. It was 2013, give it back. Or 2015, whatever it was.
Where you get those?
It was literally like a holiday, like only like shift code kind of thing back in like 2015. And then like, I think 2016, they had like little, like for St. Patrick's Day and for Valentine's Day and stuff like that, limited time codes that just expired. And I've yet to ever find like a code for it. It infuriates me. Like Poker Night 2 for the head and BL2, I did buy Poker Night 2 and I just have to like actually sit there and play through it to get it for the like clear visor one for Maya, because it was driving me insane. I didn't have it, but I had to buy the code because it's no longer in the Steam store from eBay to then go redeem it in Steam. And so I'm doing like all the workaround for that. But then these fucking holiday skins are just haunting me, where I'm like, I have like the weird Gearbox skin for BL2. I have, you know, all these, like, I'm working my ass off to get all these little tiny ones that hadn't dropped for whatever reason, but TPS just decided to not give us any love on it.
Dude, K6, do you remember for Overwatch, they had that skin for Genji we wanted, but we had to play some, like, scuff MOBA for an hour or something to get it?
Yeah. Oh, my God. That was so boring.
I forget what it was. But,
It was
like,
also, a Halloween event, right?
Something, yeah. We wanted it so bad. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
I can't see myself today doing that ever again.
Both Genji people?
No.
It's just a cool skin or
okay. Yeah. I was about to question my judgment.
We collect stuff. We collect things, man. That's what we are. We collect.
Well, same. Like I have so many skins for there's no way. I feel like you've told me this before because it sounds familiar, but absolutely not.
Well, see, on Call of Duty back in the day, I was like a C4 expert. I would like chuck C4 over buildings and kill people that are hiding in corners and stuff. And so when I saw that Junkrat had like the kit where basically you could throw a bomb and you could like grenade jump across maps with him and stuff too. But then you also had like the C4 kind of thing that, you know, you can kill enemies with. So yeah, I love Junkrat.
What did you main, Joltz?
It was that Frozen chick.
May?
I can't remember her name. Yeah,
fucking,
May. Yeah. I got the golden gun on her, and I was
Satan?
like, dude, this is so cool. Yeah. It's like, oh no, I'm low HP, and let me just like, you know, jump into invincibility.
Everything about both of you makes more sense to me now, and I'm judging you fully.
I think we both got the platinum together too. Playing on there. I don't know. Maybe I did that after you stopped playing.
Plat's like in the middle.
Platinum on Zarya.
Yeah, it's
bronze.
In
the middle. What are you talking about?
It's bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, masters, grandmasters, top 500.
Yeah, it would have been maybe platinum. I never got diamond. I know that. I was on controller back then.
It was diamond, Zarya. I
could believe that.
I was pretty good at Zarya.
I do love Zarya. She's fun. I've thought about cosplaying her. She's a good egg. You would be a good Zarya. You should do that.
I think so.
I think so. Do you think they'll bring the Fortnite skin back? Speaking of collecting skins for games they don't play.
I don't know.
I hope so. I know so many like devs who said they don't have it.
That is true.
They're not Epic exclusive, so what's the incentive for Epic Games to
the incentive is people would buy it. And they would buy it on Epic if they could get the exclusive skin. I literally do not play Fortnite, and I still have the Cyberpunk skins that just came out because I couldn't not get them on the off chance I ever start playing Fortnite. Like, I need a Johnny Silverhand.
That's a take.
You were like, we're collectors, and now you're making fun of me.
Fair enough.
For being a collector.
But we're collectors on games that we play, you know what I mean? Like,
but Fortnite's always one of those games where like Pascaroni and people are like, oh my god, come play Fortnite. And I'm like, I cannot play this game to save my life. I will never play by myself. This isn't a thing. And then I go in and I've Alan Wake because I ordered the Epic pre-order for it. And yeah, someone gifted me X-Men ones, and then I bought the Cyberpunk ones because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to miss out this time because I'm mad I don't have the Borderlands skin. Maybe I would play it if I had the Psycho skin. I don't know. Maybe that's all it takes. Maybe it's all it takes. There are a lot of games.
Once with my son, and that was enough.
I never played it.
Sounds about right. I keep saying I'm out of the age demo for it, but I'm clearly not. And I don't know. I also haven't tried Marvel Rivals, so I think I'm just stuck in my ways. I think that's why we play Borderlands for 10,000 hours.
It's so good.
It is. Again, you ever just love Borderlands? Yeah, I do.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and no, not a thing. Don't have a tattoo for it. Don't
Game
have
sucks.
Whole life devoted to it or anything.
Nope.
Joltz, you ever thought about getting a Borderlands tattoo?
One point I did, but then I'm like, I'm gonna regret this in so many years.
You won't.
Like, not like, okay, either franchise, dies off or discontinued. It's like, I don't know. It's just a reminder, and then also the fact that like, I maybe I won't care for Borderlands in like 20 years or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think it's a cool time capsule of like when you did. Like, I don't know, when I first started getting tattoos, I was like so into like, oh my god, I need to make sure it has like all this meaning in this, because if I ever, want to get rid of it, and now I'm just like, cool, that looks neat. Like, I think do that. And like Pete Davidson just got all of his removed, and he looks like an entirely different person. Like, I think technology's come so far.
Removed?
Yeah, dude, have you not seen this picture? Dude, it's been haunting.
Does he look like
he looks naked. He does. He looks like a hippo. And I can't. He looks great, but my brain cannot process this is the same person. It does not compute about, like, here's a next to each other's for the Reformation had it. It is.
Oh, I seen a picture floating around. Okay.
It is scarring my brain. But again, it looks so good. It's like well done, and tattoo removal used to not be like that, from what I knew.
I think tattoos are cool.
Like that you chose seductive pictures.
That was the photo shoot. Pete Davidson just is seductive, K6. I don't know what to tell you. That's his vibe.
I think tattoos are cool, but like, I have an older brother who has tattoos, and he got them done poorly. Like, they look cool, but like they're faded really, really bad, and I'm like, if I get a tattoo, like, maybe I'll regret it. Like, that's just the whole mindset. Like, they just fade out and like lose color over the years. And I don't know. I'm not one to be like, oh dang, let me just go ink up again. I don't know. I just never vibe with it.
Lazy.
Too lazy, and also the pain too.
It doesn't hurt that bad. It doesn't, like, it depends on where you get it, but it really doesn't hurt that bad.
Pay somebody, and then like there's like, do I get a receipt? Like, too much work.
How do I return this?
Yeah, what if I don't like it when I get home? Like,
right. I watched a video on like how tattoos like really work your skin. I'm like, that looks horrific. Actually, you're just like permanently damaging your skin cells to do that. I don't know. There's a lot of thoughts behind it.
Maybe I'm too chronically ill. Maybe I'm too chronically ill to like worry of like, oh, I'm destroying my body. I'm like, yeah, my body's destroying itself. Let's go, baby.
I think ever since 2020 and the pandemic, I just took health a little more seriously.
I would love my body to take my health more seriously, but my body won't let me. My body's like, joke's on you. You want health? No. This is silly. We don't do that here.
It's not my body, it's my brain. My brain won't let me.
My body is just the meme of you stupid slut. It's my entire life. Oh. No, I mean, it's fine. I just have the coolest Borderlands tattoo on the planet, and that's fine. You guys don't need one, because I have the coolest one anyway, so it's fine.
That's true.
That's why we didn't get one.
That's the real reason. I know you can't tell me because like you're embarrassed, but like it's fine. Like I just
didn't
that cool.
Up is the thing. We're like, you know what? Lion's pretty cool. Maybe we just don't get one.
Yeah,
we did a blood brother handshake.
You did. And I'm so humble about it that like you didn't want to embarrass me by bringing it up, but like I understand.
Yeah.
I accidentally brought it up. That was my mistake.
I did bait. I hate claptrap, but I would get claptrap tattoo at a point. So that's about where I'm at with tattoos. I would give it
that emote you have in your chat.
The fucking cursed emote. I know. Listen, that was for charity. I did that for charity, and I have no regrets. But it is the most cursed thing on the planet, and I regret the responsibility we have for what we create and put out there. I regret my place in this, but it was for charity. So honestly, can't be mad.
Hey, what if in the future we can get like animated tattoos?
That'd be sick. Sick.
You could add the movement and everything.
Craziness.
You download new source code. Just updated.
I'm just sitting here like as a scientific guy, I'm just sitting here thinking like, is that even possible? Like, I don't know, chameleon DNA to like change colors of your skin and like make a tattoo animated?
I feel like you could at some point.
Like a nano thing underneath your skin.
Yeah, like RGB.
Yeah, just under like the topmost layer. So
well, I mean, we even have like clothing that's like temperature sensitive and stuff now, where like things will like change color, and like fashion it just does some really crazy things at super specific situations. I feel like we could eventually make like a color changing to like temperature tattoo kind of stuff.
I can see that.
Yeah, like if you're in the
I just
shower,
realized-
it moves.
I just realized how ADHD we are on this podcast.
It's me. It's unmedicated me just spreading all the love. All the
We were
ADHD.
talking about tattoos in Borderlands 4. Duh.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
Siren tattoos. See, we're back full circle. Siren
Okay, there we go.
tattoos. The weird orange purple conspiracy. Pete Davidson is clearly in Borderlands 4. Obviously, this is all related. You will see.
Now we understand.
Yeah, we're just big braining it. That's totally fine. Okay, what are you most? And don't fucking say pearls. Do not fucking say pearls. What are you most excited for? For. You know what I mean? For 4. What are you most excited for 4?
Jolt,
I'm most excited for 4. I don't know. They haven't confirmed dedicated drops. I know, that's a topic, but like I really want that. But for what we know so far, I would say the movement.
I think
Everybody's talking about it. I completely agree. Just moving fast is fun. We've seen it in Doom. It's just everybody loves that movement. Why not have it in other games? Make the ultimate game. Make the ultimate Borderlands.
It genuinely makes me excited how many people I've seen that like have been retweeting it who are people who've kind of fallen out of the franchise and are doing other things going, oh, I'm suddenly obsessed with Borderlands again, or like I can tell this is coming. Like it's making people genuinely excited. I feel like that it does feel like a more actual modern game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good to see you talk about the franchise again.
Yeah. What about you, Big Daddy K?
I am excited for Endgame. I hope we have some form of Endgame at launch. I don't want to wait 3 months for Endgame. I want there to be something to do with my build when I hit max level in like that first, week or two.
That's fair.
Surely
I mean,
they add something.
with how much you're going to be grinding in the first week, like I'm already like, do I just take off the whole week of work? Like it's just we're all going to be glued to it. You would hope that there's something good, but as long as it's not an OP level, I'm happy.
Yes, agreed.
I kind of hope they don't add any like pseudo like grind at the end, like a number grind, like where they add
Chaos
enemies,
chambers,
speed, introduction. Yeah,
like
make it actual difficulty, actual mechanics, not just blowed up number. Call it good.
And no more weird ass modifier stuff.
Oh,
People didn't like it in Borderlands 1 with the Underdome. People didn't like it in the pre-sequel with the Mutator Arena.
Yep.
And then Borderlands 3. So like just don't do modifiers again.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah.
I agree.
Trying to make fetch happen, it's not gonna happen.
For me, it's just like you're not fighting the enemy, you're fighting the environment around them.
Yeah,
like let me just snipe this guy. Oh wait, the floor is lava. I gotta dance a little bit. Hold on. Oh, there's a spinner trap. Let me just do a backflip. It's like, bruh.
Or it's like, oh, by the way, this enemy that's only weak to fire, guess what?
He's immune to fire. And he deflects bullets too.
Yeah. Oh,
wait,
yeah. When they had the bullet
bullets?
deflection. Oh, man. Some people talk about how, like, the early Mayhem was, like, good, but they forget about bullet deflection.
They have to, like, remove, or temporarily disable that or something, right?
Yeah. It got crazy.
I think they learned from it.
I hope so.
I think people
we
do
hope that
learn.
They learned from it after Borderlands 1 and then it came back. And then we hope that they learned from it for the pre-sequel and then it came back.
I think back then was different because we didn't have the best way to vocalize our concerns. True. Like we had like the Gearbox forums. We didn't have like these Discord channels or I don't even know when they started Twitter, like things are more connected nowadays. So they're getting the information they need, I feel like.
I hope so.
Also, we just see by the time things ship with a game, they've gone through so many iterations already. And probably what the pitch was is something that would be exactly what community wants, that then by the time it's at release, it might be unrecognizable. And that's really unfortunate. And so I feel like maybe with stuff like these modifiers, it is, always an improvement from what it was before, but it's still missing the mark and not what you want for XYZ reason. And we got to adjust because they keep running into things that I imagine pop up in game dev where you're like, cool, this is what we want to do. And then you're like, oh, well, fuck, this like suddenly breaks the game if we take this away, or then this fight is way too easy, or this bugs out, so we have to completely take it out, or we need this whole new animation. And so I like to think that if they take it out now, it's because they've learned that lesson. But I would be open, like I don't mind the concept of them, I just have yet to see a way that I'm like, this feels like it's adding something, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Sometimes.
It's just if I'm not like fighting the enemy, a challenging enemy, then that's where the problem lies. Like the other thing, so this kind of bleeds into immune phases, but like I'm fighting enemy and then enemy stops being damageable and at the like mob. It's like, dude, I want to fight the enemy. My focus is on this dude. I want to farm him for loot, or I want to like, damage him. And you're just like, it's almost like filler. It's really just filler. And you're just like, dude, let me farm.
Every fight should be Bloodwing, is what I'm hearing. Just no immunity, just changing faces and attack you with mobs and having no care for what you do and no blind spots and torture you if you're under level. That's exactly what I'm hearing. I hate that bird.
Immunity's
like,
fun.
I don't know.
I hate that bird.
Not too bad.
It's because you play 9,000 hours on level, Joltz. If you play all under level, if you play under level, that bird fucking sucks, and I hope it dies every time. Bloodwing has earned her death by the time she fucking dies. Literally deserves dust. KFC that bird. I'm done with that bird by the time.
I feel like you probably go to Opportunity afterwards and you just teabag it.
I do.
Like an hour.
That's like anarchy on the corpse.
Every time I see the corpse at you, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go, baby. Like, we did that. It's just, I get so validated when I get random messages from people that are just like, you know what, I've been doing this run, I got to Bloodwing, and this bird is such a bitch. Like, yes, thank you. Like, there's always a fight that you think is fine, and then it will humble you, and it's always Bloodwing.
See, this is why she wants to play the Siren Necromancer person, because she wants to bring Bloodwing back to life and kill it again.
I do. I really do. I'm really hoping for Necromancy and Vor just to be able to strip that bird of all of its worth. Like, I hate, God, that fight has made me lose years of my life. But it's fine. That was even before I ever streamed, too. It was just me sitting on the couch for no reason. Like, not doing a challenge run for content or anything. Just me absolutely being too stubborn to go level in this game and it having no good place to save or go get ammo or anything. I would spend 9 hours just sitting here trying to fight this bird, like in tears at a point, because I was just making it so difficult on myself. And little do I know, then she would just glitch out and be immune to shit outside of that phase. Ugh, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is apparently a therapy session for my trauma with this bird.
I'm glad we could be here for you.
It's why I really invited you. I was like, hey, you need to hear about my hatred for this bird. That is my default state, Joltz. I am fine. The room is burning around me. It's fine. It's cool. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of DLC Required. Be sure to like, subscribe, go follow Joltz, go follow Ki11erSix, go follow me, go follow the podcast, go follow Gearbox, go follow Borderlands, go follow all the Borderlands people for all the Borderlands news and all the other gaming news, because, oh my god, between the Until Dawn movie coming out, between the new Supermassive game, between GTA 6, it is, I think, going to be an insane year for people who love video games and people who make video games, hopefully, and just so much good vibes out there. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time for a jam-packed season of DLC Required. Bye!